Welcome to Know Your Mobile. This is Basil and I'm giving you a quick video comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Nexus versus the Google Nexus 4. The Google Nexus 4 is Google's new phone manufactured by LG with a 720p display and a quad-core processor inside. It's got a glass front and back and evolves from the plasticky Samsung Galaxy Nexus. However, we love the Galaxy Nexus. We have no issues with the Galaxy Nexus and think that the contouring of the body, for example, is a little bit richer than the Google Nexus 4 with its wedge shaping. So moving on to kicking off with design, and as we said, we love both of these phones from the off. The Google Nexus 4 is definitely a little bit more luxurious in the hand. This is thanks to the glass front and back. The glass back has a lot more personality. Rather than being, for example, a molded plastic back, we've got a checkerboard-esque marbly pattern on it. And the screens are both pretty gorgeous, 720p displays. However, the AMOLED Pentel display on the Galaxy Nexus is noticeably less sharper. It doesn't deliver quite as pure whites. However, colours are very, very vibrant. The Galaxy Nexus screen is also a little bit duller, but this could be because it's quite an old device and we've used it a lot. Moving on to the physicality, and it's pretty identical. You've got a power button on the right, volume rocker on the left, micro USB port below. However, you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack on the Galaxy Nexus, while the 3.5mm headphone jack, thankfully, is up top on the LG Google Nexus 4. Same on the reverse camera, 8 megapixel camera on the Nexus 4, 5 megapixel camera on the Galaxy Nexus, flash and logos. Both fit really nicely in the hand. The Samsung Galaxy Nexus is maybe a little bit more forgiving because it's got the more curved backing as opposed to the rigid plastic glass to plastic edge. But yeah, ultimately same but different. We do prefer the Nexus 4, we're not going to lie, but we have a real place in our heart for the Galaxy Nexus. Moving on to the UI, we've got Android 4.1 on the Galaxy Nexus and we've got Android 4.2 on the Nexus 4. 4.2 brings with it a whole host of enhancements on top of what we know and love with the Galaxy Nexus. 2 fingers pulls down quick settings, 1 finger pulls down notifications bar. We've also got swipe, for example, with the keyboard. This is a test. How quick was that? Very, very easy indeed. On top of that, you've got some changes to the camera UI and lock screen. The lock screen is edge-to-edge swiping, pulls you across your widgets, while the camera UI enables a quick hold of a long press, of the focal point to pull up quick settings, which are really, really nice. You've also got the addition of HDR mode and onboard photo editor, as well as a range of options when it comes to photography, such as 360-degree landscape. So you can make your own street view basically, and it looks pretty cool. Video camera, videos recorded 1080p, really similar. We haven't tested out the performance all that heavily, and so we're not going to comment just yet. But ultimately, the key difference is photography. The Samsung Galaxy Nexus doesn't perform anywhere near as well as the Nexus 4. Processors, you've got a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor in the LG Google Nexus 4. In contrast, it's a dual-core processor in the Galaxy Nexus, which is great. It performed well for its day, but definitely the quad-core processor is going to be way more up to the challenge of gaming and things like that. Asphalt 7 looks great on it, and we really can't fault it so far in terms of performance across both web and gaming, as well as general UI. Storage, 1632GB version available, 81632 on the Google Samsung Galaxy Nexus. On the Google Nexus 4, it's only currently available in an 8 and 16GB version. Price points though, where the real issue comes in. The Google Nexus 4 is cheaper. It's newer, it's better, it's faster, it's more powerful, it's cheaper. Impressive stuff. No wonder it's sold out on the Google Play Store everywhere. And so as far as battery life goes, that's the final thing. Removable battery on the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. You have this really horrible crack battery cover that you need to take on and take off to remove it though. Whereas it's a fixed battery inside the Nexus 4. Lasts pretty much the same amount of time. The Google Nexus 4 delivers a little bit more power in day-to-day use, but it really depends on what you use it for as well. And we wanted to use the Google Nexus 4 so much, all the time in fact, so we found that the power-wise it wasn't quite living a full day. We'd have to charge it by around 10 PM. So that has been a quick hands-on comparison with the Google Nexus 4 from LG and the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. For more on these and other phones, check out knowyourmobile.com please. If you've got any questions, fire us a comment below. Thanks for watching.